Alright, I just wanted to do a follow-up to why did industrial metal rock disappear in the early 2000s or late 90s, early 2000s video that we did a little while ago. Just wanted to follow up to correct some errors I had made. First of all, I said that I had mentioned that Marilyn Manson kind of went away from the industrial metal side of things and kind of went more toward the goth and glam side of things. I made the mistake of classifying Manson as goth when they're not. Manson is really not a goth band. They have nothing to do with goth. They have nothing to do with goth rock. I think, if anything, they have a gothic aesthetic, but I would definitely not call them a goth rock band, or even goth for that matter. I would even hesitate to say that they're on the glam side of things. I know with their album Mechanical Animals, that was definitely a glam aesthetic during that period, but I would say now Manson kind of has gone into more of the not so much metal. I would say obviously Manson's a shock rock artist, and so the themes tend to be a little bit shocking, but I would say musically it would still be in line with like industrial rock or something along those lines, with a visual aspect to them. I also mislabeled well, the video, the thumbnail of the video, I specifically state industrial metal, but the video is actually about industrial metal and rock. Definitely don't want to lead people astray by saying that Nine Inch Nails is industrial metal, because they are absolutely not. They're, I would say, very close to industrial rock, although that may not even be what they're classified as. I know Trent has kind of tried to stay away from that genre identification, but I did absolutely not want to lump them in, or even Manson for that matter, in the industrial metal genre, because both of those bands are clearly not, and if that's the way it came across, I had not intended that. I also want to stress the video in Why Did Industrial Metal Disappear in the late 90s, early 2000s. I was speaking more from a westernized industrial metal and industrial rock. I was not speaking on the European side of things. If we're talking about that time frame and European acts, I would say that the history is vastly different, because Rammstein was still around, although I would say Rammstein is probably not. I mean, it is industrial metal, but I think they're also categorized as new Deutsch Hart or whatever. I'm not sure how to pronounce that genre name, but I think they would be considered that as well as industrial metal. And I think I was speaking more along the lines of industrial, Western American, maybe even Canadian industrial metal and rock, because when I was into those scenes, I did notice those genres kind of disappeared, at least in Canada and the US, and you didn't see a lot of that stuff being promoted and stuff, or even just there wasn't a lot of it out there during that time period. That's it. That's all I wanted to clear up. I know a friend had mentioned to me online that I was classifying Manson as, they had mentioned that I misclassified. The main thing was I misclassified Manson as goth, which is true, I did. I would definitely say there's a revival going on, like there's the band Horsk, there's Three Teeth, there's H09909 or Horror, whatever you want to call them. Tons of industrial rock and industrial metal bands that have kind of resurfaced or kind of come into the scene, these new bands coming into the scene and kind of making a new wave of modern industrial metal and rock. And yeah, that's all I wanted to get at in this video. Hopefully that clears things up for you. If it doesn't, fuck, I don't know what to say. If it doesn't, then, well, hopefully the other video isn't as confusing. But at any rate, hope you enjoyed this video. We got all kinds of new music coming. We got all kinds of new Twitch music coming, and if you have any questions or comments regarding industrial metal and industrial rock and maybe why it disappeared in the late 90s, early 2000s, feel free to leave them in the comment section. I'll get to them to the best of my ability. And if you value what's on this channel, please hit that subscribe button to be notified when the next video comes out. So see you in the next video. Fuck it.